Welcome back to The Pretty Truth Remains. I'm your host, Latanya Brown. Today we're going to continue on with our series on fear. We are talking about after dealing with grief. What are the elements that sets in to stop you from reaching your full potential? Today's episode is going to be on the fear of identity. Let me first start off by saying I made a video, and you guys know with the glitch in Facebook, I don't know how it had anything to do with what I was doing because I wasn't doing this on Facebook. However, I lost my entire video. But I'm going to tell you something. There's somebody that's really mad that I'm making these videos, and I am not going to stop, because if one of my videos can help somebody live another day and choose to live and choose to be happy other than take their own life, I'm here for it. I don't care what happens. If I got to go on the street corner and do it, I will do it, because the information that I'm delivering to you is the very information that I use to carry myself through the process of grief after losing my daughter, my only daughter. So the work that I've done, I'm willing to share with you, and all the tools that I use, I'm willing to share with you so that you too can decide life instead of death. You too can decide to be happy, to redefine your life, to re-identify who you are, to tap into those things that lie desolate inside your body. Tap into all the dreams and aspirations, all the things that you ever wanted to do. Now's the time for you to tap into that and get it done. Feel your dreams, become happy again, enjoy life, do all the things that you pushed aside. So today we're going to talk about the fear of identity. The fear of identity comes not only to deter you from who you are and redefining your life, but it also comes to shift your faith. Fear of identity is going to test your faith. Fear of identity is the fear of being identified as the mother who lost their child or the father who's lost their child. It doesn't even just have to be your child. It could be your dog, it could be your cat, it could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Just the fear of identifying that something went wrong in your life. Now, let me tell you something. There are a lot of things that can go wrong in someone's life. You could lose your house, you could lose your job, you can lose a spouse, you can lose, a friend. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. What happens is people tend to make up stories to cover up those things. You will never be happy doing that. You will never be satisfied doing that. Once you speak the truth and once you say what it really is, there's a freedom that comes with that. There's a liberty that falls on your back. There's a strength in telling the truth. So I'm going to tell you something. There's no shame in loss. There's no shame. There's only a lesson. That's all it is. It's a lesson. It's a chance. Whatever you want to make of it, make it a positive spin for you to live. Don't sit there and have these doubts about who you are because you've lost something. No, don't do that to yourself. Build your strength on all things eternal. God is the only eternal thing. He is the only thing that is going to last for all eternity. So everything that we have here, everyone that we have here, somebody is going to die. We can't control that. We cannot control when and how someone dies. A person can get shot 50 times and not die. A person can have a stroke and not die. A person can fall down and hit their head and die. A person can go to sleep and not wake up. They're dead. The only thing that we control is our response to it. That is the only thing that we can control. We can have a positive response where we'll take the meaning of that person's life or the relationship that we have and learn from that and choose to nurture others based on our experience with that person. We can do that. The negative response to it is you become so hurt and so ravaged by the fact that that person is no longer here that you fail to live, that you sit in a house every day depressed and lonely and sad, and you never try to get better. You never try to reach out to someone and say, hey, I'm not feeling good today. Hey, are you busy? Can you come over? The other side of that is when you do reach out and that person is not there for you, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. I'm here because I want to help you do your own work, because I've reached out to a friend when I lost my daughter, and that friend turned their back on me. Granted, that's their choice. I can't be mad at them. That's what they did. Was I hurt? Absolutely. Absolutely. I was very hurt. However, at that moment, I identified the fact that this is my work. This is my responsibility to identify with the fact that I just lost my daughter. Am I okay with that? No. And that is okay to not be okay with that. It's absolutely okay. But for me not to be okay with that was more detrimental to my healing than it was the pain. So I said to myself, Tanya, you have to be okay with the fact that she's no longer here. You have to be okay with that. So what I did was I got in the mirror and I identified with all of those things. I even identified with the pregnant mother who never had a chance to see their baby. I identified with your body shifting in such a way to bring forth a life that is no longer here. Oh yes. Many years I thought it was different. Many years I thought maybe it's better to lose a child, a baby in utero, than to build a relationship and live so long with a child than have them die. I used to think that, and in my ignorance, I was okay with that statement. However, going through this process, I can transparently say that it was an ignorant statement, that I apologize for that statement, and I now know, because of my experience, I now know that there's no difference. It's no difference than urinating on a pregnancy stick and that pregnancy stick saying, yes, you're pregnant, or positive, or 2 lines, or whatever it is. There's no difference in that and that person miscarrying at, let's say, 6 months gestation than me losing my daughter at 23 years old. There's no difference. You know why it's no difference? In my grief, in the stages of going through the realization that my daughter is no longer here, the one thing that I was focused on was the fact that my body accommodated a human being that's no longer here. Her life was important to me, yes. But personally, I know so many people know my daughter, and so many people have a relationship with her. But as her mother, I was the first one to feel her kick. I was the first one to feel her move. I was the first one to know when she had the hiccups. I was the first one to know right now she's sleeping, or now she's awake. I was the first one to know her personality. I was the first one to know those things. I was stuck on the moment I'm walking home from college and I felt the flutters. No one was with me. I was alone. And I said, oh my God, there's a real baby inside of me. It's no difference from the moment that I felt her flutter inside of me than the mother that miscarried this at the same time that I felt the flutter. Whatever gestation it was, there's no difference, because had I not had her, I would have still had the memory and the experience of being pregnant with her. So the fact that she lived 23 years, has no greater impact than the mother who baby lived an hour. You get what I'm saying? It is the same pain when they die. So I've learned your pain in losing a 23-year-old is no more greater than a woman having a miscarriage or having a stillborn or having lost a baby at an hour old. That pain is no greater. The pain is the pain. So to identify with the group of women that have lost a child, it doesn't matter if, when they lost them, they lost the child. So when you identify with that part, that's half the battle, because you remove the embarrassment, you remove and it's not that you're embarrassed, it is what your mind tells you. Your unhealed, hurt mind tells you that it's embarrassing. It tells you that you're lonely. It tells you that you've been plagued, a bad spirit or something. And never be afraid to identify with the group that you're in. It's okay. It is okay. I promise you, it's okay. However, now that you've identified with that group, what's the work that needs to be done? There is a communication and a testimony that needs to be told, because if you make it through the hour and you see your sister is struggling, help her. Help her. Help her make it through. Help her to know that you're there in the event that she may need you. Now, she may not ever need you. Just be available in case that she does. Don't tell her you're just going to stay in, because that may be the day to make or break her. She may not be strong enough to sustain the pain of that hour. Help her get to the next hour. Now you're using your pain in a positive way. And that's what this is about. So fear of transparency, fear of what people say, fear of identity, those are all things that stop us from reaching our maximum potential. I don't want you guys to suffer. I don't want you guys to stay in a place of grief. I don't want you guys to do that to yourself. I want you guys to progress. I want you guys to use your experiences to help others and leave your mark in this earth. Leave your mark. Don't let all those things that you've been through be in vain. Don't let all your experiences be in vain. Let it mean something. So I would like for you guys to leave in the comments below and let me know if these videos are helping you. Let me know how you're dealing with the grieving process. Let me know how you are allowing your faith to be greater than your fear. I know that it's a struggle. I don't want you to think that I'm taking it lightly. I know it's a struggle. I do my work every day. I do my work every single day. And in the midst of me doing that, I make these videos just so that the work that I'm doing, I'm able to share to help someone do their work. Maybe you don't have a friend. Maybe you don't have a family member that can help you. I am here. I will help you. Please let me know how you're doing. Let me know if this is touching you. Let me know if you're okay. I'm really, really concerned because I feel just a pull. I feel a pull on me every time I do these videos. I feel a pull, and I just want to keep talking, but I don't want to bore you guys with an hour-long video. I'd rather break it up. But I can keep this. Listen, I could talk, okay? I can keep going, but I won't. I will break it up to give you guys a chance, all right? But I'm having a great time. I love the feedback that I'm getting. Thank you guys so much for texting me and emailing me and, leaving the comments. I really, really appreciate it. You guys that's on Instagram, I just want to say thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you for blowing up my post about my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. That's what we're here to do. We're here. Each one helps one. Each one teach one. Whatever it is that you can do and you can offer to somebody else, please do. It's if God has blessed you with the talent. I know that we're all here to make money and to save money, but some things are more than money. Some things are worth more than money. And I'm here today because the value of your life And the fact that you're able to live after such a loss is more important to me than money. The fact that I can reach you now through YouTube is more important to me than money. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you to YouTube and the influencers. I really appreciate all the feedback and all the love that you guys have shown me. I greatly appreciate it. But I do want you guys to please subscribe to this channel. I want you guys to either like, comment, whatever, do both. And I want you to hit the notification bell because I have videos scheduled to come out and I really would hate for you to miss one. And whatever feedback that you can offer on my videos, I'm open to it. Just be nice, be calm, because I'm no professional when it comes down to doing this YouTube thing. I am trying. I'm sure you guys heard the noise in the background and the jingle bells going on over here, but you know what? It is what it is. As long as you can hear me telling you giving you the tools that you need to live the next hour, to make it to tomorrow, to make it to next week and next year, that's all that matters. Remember, there's 24 hours in a day. What you do with yours is your business, but for me, I'm going to make mine count. Until next time, ta-ta!